Okay, so anyway, I'm outside getting some bags that I need. I got motherfuckers in the store doing sign language and shit. They don't scare me when they do dumb shit, you know? Fuck them. They don't scare me when they do dumb shit. So when you, first and foremost, I don't have an active phone, but it's still being tapped. I said that a long time ago. Also, I'm not swiping any debit card or anything, which only means how you tracking me. I'm being followed as usual. So let me tell you what happened yesterday. Now, remember what I said a long time ago about me calling the police on a guy who was beating up his girlfriend? And when the police showed up, they didn't do nothing to him because he was for the police. Okay? The police been showing up in the beginning of the time to my floor. Somebody locked the F apartment out their house. And the perpetrator allegedly jumped out the third floor window like Spider-Man. Okay? So I have a case where Spider-Man is related to my house. So she's been a part of it since day one. Because what they try to do is they try to mimic you or mimic an action that you're familiar with. If I blew them and I rocked them motherfuckers in Virginia, what am I scared of for? What am I holding back for now? You know? So they full of shit. It's 12 years later and they trying the same shit. Well, anyway, they tried to, they did. They attacked people with my name, feeding them the same shit. Millie was the only one who came forward and said, I know your voice. Everybody else gaslighted me, told me I was crazy, tried to drug me and everything else. Millie was the only one that said, Shima, I know your voice. She was the only one who either she slipped up and said it or she ain't got nothing, no holds on her. Either she slipped up and said it or she don't got no, meaning they can't hold her for anything because she's not doing anything. She's the only one that said, Shima, I know your voice. So as I mentioned, what they were doing was they were attacking people around me for gaslighting me and telling me that I was crazy. And they're still doing it to this day. They're trying to lock me up. But seriously, they are trying to lock me. They ain't trying to, they don't have enough to try to come at me. What they're trying to do is they're trying to lock me up. They're trying to have me institutionalized. They're trying to have me dead. So what they're doing is they're setting up my home for the disaster. And that's what they're doing right now by knocking on my door, having the police knock on my door, by having security knock on my door, you know. So they're setting up my home like they did David's home. So when they run back the cameras, if anything happens to me, if they run back the cameras, it's going to look like, you know, there's going to look like a group of security and police on me, yet they ain't never addressing no issue. Well, anyhow, I'm sitting on my couch yesterday. Well, actually, yesterday was, today's Wednesday. Yesterday was Tuesday. I came on my door on Tuesday and they had a rental assistant note on my door. They already got it by the elevator, so they put it on my door. They're looking for ammo, meaning they're audio shopping, and that's exactly what they're doing. So they're trying to keep putting something in my face. I mean, you can lead the horse to the water, which was as putting a note on the elevator, but you can't make them drink it. So why they keep marking my door? What they gonna say? We're just trying to help her. You want to help me? There's a note on the elevator saying there's rental assistance. Why you keep putting the same shit up? Because they looking for ammo, or they're gonna lie and say I did something, or they're looking for me to say something, or they already have something already in the mix. So let me tell you what happened yesterday. I'm sitting on my couch, and once they start that screaming shit, then you're gonna notice when you read about gangstalking, it's gonna say they start fake fights. They scream, they carry on like they're crazy. They're looking for attention. So when somebody is screaming, what they want you to do, they want you to go to the window. For example, when Mark was in my home, and my sister was telling me about his past life, and I said, hey, don't do that, you know. All of a sudden, there's a big-ass commotion. I said, they want me to look, because windows and doors, I did this for 12 years, so I know they scam. If you pull back your curtain, or if somebody's doing something outside and something is matching your house, it's called windows and doors. It's called windows and doors, you know? So I know the game already. Meaning, they need you to be in the window. How I knew my window was, my house was being monitored? Because I did this in Virginia saying my house is monitored. I did it in Pittsburgh saying my house is monitored. So what the fuck makes you think it ain't gonna be monitored right now? But anyway, they want to be seen. Well, anyway, it's about 9 o'clock at night. And I'm sitting on my couch. And I could pick up emergency. It all depends on the signal. It all depends on how close I am to that fucking window. But it's real bad. So I'm picking up emergency Wi-Fi outside right now. So when I get in front of my building, I can pick up emergency. So I'm sitting in front of my house. Sitting in my couch. And I'm picking up emergency. You know, just looking. It's real faint. That's the emergency Wi-Fi. But it can't go but so far. So really, if I really wanted, I have to go downstairs. Or hold the phone out the window. Well, anyway, there's a female up under the window. And she's screaming. The same shit the library done scream. The man came out of the library, right? And I'm chilling. And the dude come out the library and say, "There's a naked lady." And I said, "You are a security guard, man. You was just shooting the shit. Where you see a naked lady at?" So first of all, a cop came in. So it was getting late. The library was about to close. And I seen the lady exit her vehicle and go into the library. I'm thinking she's just a regular person just going to get books or bring back books. He goes in. He comes back out. There's a naked lady. I said, "Where?" So he goes, "That's what all the ambulances is there for." Now you're going to see pictures of ambulances. Look at this bitch with the net. You're going to see pictures of ambulances in my phone. And I said, "Wow, leave her." I said, "Let her do what she want to do." I said, it's free. Yeah, people could do as they please. I came over here already, so they're going to have somebody here waiting for me. So with that being said, what they did was, the lady came right back out and started talking about it. I said, first of all, who are you? And how you know what me and him talking about? I said, she's a cop. But they don't like the statement that I made. It's too bad. But anyway, I took a picture of the fire trucks and everything. The fire truck, the ambulance, and the police. And I took that picture. And the security guard came out and was telling me there's a naked lady on the corner. I said, "Shut up. JD's out." Well, she asked, "How do you know? You've been talking to me for the past half an hour." Then the lady came to talk. And I said, "Who are you? And how you just get into the conversation calm?" Anyway, I just blew them off or whatever the case may be. No big deal. But like I told them, they was looking for the wrong answer. I gave them the right answer. This is what I said. If that's the way she want to be, then let her be. I said the Puerto Ricans could go to the beach with their thongs out and their ass cheeks hanging out. Don't nobody got nothing the fuck to say. Because you can. I said you go downtown and you can have your titties out. I never seen nothing like it in my fucking life. I enjoyed it. My niece was trying to curse her out. I said, don't do that. Look at the motherfucking titties. Well, anyway, so under my window yesterday, somebody got their ass out. Somebody got their titties out. But they can't pay their rent. So I just started laughing. Well, then you know what? But you better call the police on that bitch. See what I said to her? You better call the police on that bitch. What? They was looking for a reaction. And then she continued to scream. If you want a phone conversation, I'm on the third floor. Why are you screaming like that? She was looking to be looked at. The goal is get up, look at him. Because if you look at him, you're guilty. I want to be guilty. That's evidence. I don't have to walk around and say I'm being stalked and everything else. I'll just sit next to the perpetrator. They always signaling this shit. I just sit next to the perpetrator. They always signaling, and that's about it. Well, anyhow, I'm looking out the window. I'm looking for the naked bitch. I'm looking for that bitch. I went because she was by the library, wasn't she? So I'm looking for the naked bitch. And I watched the fucking police show up. This motherfucker had an arm thing. I said, he going to war or something? He going to war? And I'm just looking out the window like, where's she at? She out there screaming at the top of her motherfucking lungs about the naked bitch. Where the fuck she at? Where she at? That's what I want to know. So with that being said, you know, something ain't right. Well, anyhow, you know they always got to make a scene outside. Well, I got it on video of her making a scene and screaming. There's a naked girl outside. All right, I'm looking for the bitch. Where she at? I'm looking for her. Where she at? Making this huge ass scene. She got her ass in her we already did this at the library. I'm like, where she at? They had the fucking ambulance and everything. Where she at? Oh, we doing this again? Okay, where she at? Now send the police for that bitch. Send the police for her. Where she at? But anyway, they full of shit. I'm laying down in my house. I have to now lay down and press on the little phone. I have to press record. That shit records up for two hours at a time. It got more memory than this phone. I have to record. There ain't nothing being said. Ain't nothing being done because they making it look like I'm saying things to them. And that's what they making it look like. That I'm saying things to them. So I put the shit up on YouTube. I put the shit in my email. You know? So obviously I want to be heard. I want to be seen. Because they're lying. They fucking demons. They've been starting from day one. And like I said, you ain't going to see the person poking you. You're going to see the aftermath. They're not showing all the poking. When I was on a train and I said, hey, can you help me get something to eat? And a guy with crutches wanted me to, you know, fuck him. And I told him he could kiss my ass. And then I'm playing Sims in the middle of the night. And the F apartment is sitting there playing her Suavemente shit. And a whole bunch of niggas running in and out her house. They getting drunk, they getting high. The weed is all in the hallway. The drinks is all in the hallway. The kids is all in the hallway. It's late. And I'm just playing my Sims game, minding my business. And I hear a girl's voice in the hallway. And then I hear a guy. And the guy goes, do you know anybody with crutches that live on this floor? Mind you, I just got off the train with crutches. And the girl goes, nobody with crutches live on this fucking floor. But remember me with the crutches. And he was saying how he was going to fuck her up. Fuck her, meaning fuck her pussy. But I know what I mean, fuck her up. And he started knocking on my door. Out of all doors, my door. I didn't answer the door, you know. So they're part of it. They're acting like they're not a part of it. Now they sitting there and they want to act like they running with the police. And I said that a long time ago. I said they sit there and they want to participate in an investigation. And then at the end of the day, they become the investigators' witnesses. I already know how it goes. And here's another example. In my home, when I was in another state, my telephone conversation was about Spider-Man. You know, climbing the walls like Spider-Man. And they had the same conversation with the cops in the hallway. I'm supposed to be scared. No, I'm not. I'm supposed to be scared to express that they trying to use this method. I rocked them in Virginia. I rocked them in PA. It's 12 years later, baby. Why are you trying to bring up spilled milk? Because they did something. They did something negative. Well, anyway, he allegedly jumped out the window. Locked her out of her house. Jumped out of the 3rd floor window. Police is in the hallway posing all these threats and every fucking thing else. And I said, yeah. As soon as they left, it was late. I went downstairs and I looked up. The bitch had bars on her windows. So it was just for a reaction. And that was about it. Well, anyhow, when they put notes on my door, they're marking it as if I did something. I said that already. Oh, you guilty if you know. No, motherfuckers. I seen you from day one. Because they was marking my door every time I came back from the supermarket. I'm America's Most Wanted. When I come and go, or when they think I'm going somewhere, they're monitoring my food. They're monitoring my money. They're monitoring when I do laundry. I've been doing this for 12 years. I see a pattern. They don't think I see a pattern. They even try to be ahead of time. Like I said, who is on the 2nd or who is on the 15th? Because they mark my door with the 2nd. And they mark my door with the 15th of August. The 2nd of August, the 15th of July. So I was trying to put somebody to it. I couldn't put nobody to it. Well, anyway, August 2nd to August 9th, which is Darren's birthday, it was supposed to be me getting some internet. And there's going to be noise in the hallway for a week. All right, so where's the internet? They're not going to put a note on everybody's door saying that we're going to have some workers downstairs in the lobby. They're not going to do that. First of all, there's 11 buildings. There's 6 floors and I think 7 apartments. You do the math on that one. You're going to walk around with over 300 letters in your hand with a piece of tape, and you're going to tape that on everybody's door, or you're going to put one piece of paper in the lobby. You're not going to... When Verizon came and was doing construction to the hallway, we didn't get a notice saying, they don't know. They ain't going to notify you every time they got some work being done to the building. They'll notify you when they got some work being done to your home, but not to the building. So I can read in between the lines, and that's what they want me to do. And let me tell you how that started. I was in school, and I was homeless on a train at that time, dealing with all types of shit. But I was still trying to rock. And I was in McDonald's doing my assignment. I didn't know it was about me. And a fucking lady, you know how they got these decoys posted? Ran up on me and said, "You're writing about you, hun." And I looked and said, "I'm writing about me." It was abortions and STDs. So I had abortions and STDs. I didn't even know it was about me. It was some real shit. I really did. But she told me, "You're writing about you, hun." I'm writing about me. How the fuck am I writing about me? So that explains English. Now, there's a story in English about abortions and everything else. And she tried to give my story, but it was all over the place. And I'm looking like, that's not in the story, but it's what it is. I've been doing this since Virginia, so I know their motive already. For example, say I got a story about FedEx. And the FedEx story says the man has a white truck. He got out the truck, he sat on a bench, and he ate his lunch. That's what the story says. But as I'm interpreting the story to my class, I'm saying the man has a FedEx truck. He got all these drugs in the back of his truck. He ate lunch with the person he's supposed to deliver the drugs to. And you looking like, I didn't read that in the story. And you go back to the story like, where I missed that shit at? And it's supposed to be for your reaction. And that's what they were standing over my desk doing, but I wasn't getting it. What I did get was, I didn't have an Acura TL when I was an E5. Bingo, that's because you got my attention. And everything else was for me. And they tell you. But I already called out on the cell phone that they're targeting Bronxdale. I said they're playing psychological games with me, and they're targeting Bronxdale. But psychological games goes as this: constant people harassing you, walking up to you, meeting you at your house when you enter and exit, meeting you on the street, perpetrators sitting on benches with me and shit. Like I said, she started signaling and touching her thing, you know. I just came out to call my my Department of Veterans Affairs cop / worker. She's a cop. They don't want to give me her extension number. She's supposed to be in the building. They don't want to give me her extension number. They want to give me the cell phone. Bitch, I ain't calling you, bitch. I mean, like I said, I operate professionally. Meaning, I'm going to talk to you in the office. You know? I'm going to talk to you in the office. If you need to see me, I'll see you in the office. I don't do that cop shit. I already got rid of so many cops. I think they're cops. But I ain't got nothing to say, so I'm telling the truth. I talk about rape. I talk about what I've been through. I talk about the fucking truth. I talk about the cops being on me at my complex. And my complex is telling stories on me. Now, you can clearly see when I came out on Tuesday, there's a paper on my door. That means something happened on Monday. Because Tuesday, shit was happening. Monday, what happened Monday night? I went to bed, I put a bag in my window Monday night, a green bag. I did it on purpose. I went down at 9 o'clock. I got up, I don't know what time I got up, but I turned on the fucking TV. And I lay there and I watched TV all night. And then when it started getting really, really late, I turned everything off and went the fuck back to sleep. Nothing happened in my house. So there's a green bag in my window. So when they say I'm doing something, I gotta go to the bathroom, which I am going to the bathroom all night. And I am touching that bag to show them ain't nothing happening in my house. So that's where they fuck up at. They can try to video shop or audio shop my house all they want. But there's a green bag that was in my window that I kept making notice to. So when they sit there and say, I'm doing something, I'm touching that green bag. I'm letting them know that green bag is there. Every time I get up and go to the bathroom, I go to that green bag. So when they try to sit there and say I done did something, they fucking lying. My house went down at 9 o'clock on Monday night. I got up and I started watching TV. So like I said, they audio shopping, they taking shit from one area and trying to put it to the next. Good, I need them to spy in my house. I said that in the past. I need them to do all that shit because they're lying. They're trying to use what they're doing now for the past, and that's exactly what they're trying to use. How you investigate somebody for 12 years? How many extensions did they get, and what makes this shit legal after a certain amount of years? It got to be something serious, like something really, really serious. Now, for 12 years, and if you ain't got me wheeling and dealing, then something is wrong. What they're trying to do is they entrapping me. They're setting me up. They're leading me to the water. Cops. This is just my allegations. They're leading me to the water. It's just my allegations. And then turn around and try to ask me questions on it. And that's how I know when something is wrong. That's how I know when something is wrong. When they try to question me on something that they shouldn't be questioning me about. I don't trust none of them. It is 1:02. Like I said, I came out to get some garbage bags I needed. Is it a crime for me to get garbage bags? They're doing sign language. I got the motherfuckers doing sign language in the supermarket. On some real shit. I said, yo, I'm that powerful. I am that powerful. I got them doing sign language in the supermarket. Like, really? But anyway, he said something about being tired. I didn't say I was tired. You see what I said? I didn't say I was the dude, and he did the tired shit. And she's tired. Who said I was tired? They got the wrong dates going on. I said, who said I was tired? I didn't say I was, you tired, motherfucker. I'm tired. 12 years and I've been on the train. I should have been tired. I was tired when I was in Virginia. That's when I was tired. I was tired when I was in Virginia. That's when I was tired. Tired ain't the word right now. How can I say this? Like I said in Virginia, go about your fucking business. If you ain't got no fucking crime, don't waste my time. So anyway, what they're trying to do is they're trying to force me to be guilty. They can say anything they want to say. They can do anything that they want to do. I execute my right to freedom of speech, and I can say what the fuck I want to say when I want to say it. If I sit there and say, every time I walk by, that bitch is with her sister, they always got something mean to say to me. And I turn around and say, fuck you back. I was crossing the street, and she goes, that bitch is crazy. She's mad because I play my music. Fuck that bitch. We'll fuck her up. I turned around and said, do it, bitch. You ain't gonna do it. I turned around and said, you ain't gonna do won't you get the cameras on that? I turned around and said, you ain't gonna do shit, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Do it, bitch. What? I could get jumped. What? Never be a coward to nobody, because they'll keep bullying you. Never be a coward, because they're gonna keep. But no matter, even if you're not gonna win, and you know you're not gonna win, never be a coward. Everybody can't beat the world. It's about respect, and that's about it. So at the end of the day, they start getting paranoid, and they want to show up with the police. They was with the police from the beginning. But anyway, I'm reacting. I'm not acting. I'm reacting. There was a lawsuit, fake ass lawsuit that came in my mailbox, but they needed me to write all my cell phone numbers down that I had in the past. That screams cops. You know how many times they ran that trick in Virginia and it didn't work? They ran that shit in Pittsburgh. It didn't work. And you gonna try to run it again? If it didn't work the first time, it ain't gonna fucking work the second. And this is how they try to have you sneak and put your information on these forms and put down every number so they can sit there and act like you gave them permission to tap all these numbers. So I came out my building, I crossed the street. And that bitch said, that's why you rich. Remember, I just got a lawsuit of being rich. And I ignored her. So I'm not the one that's causing the trouble. Here's another one. I'm playing Sims. I get hungry. It's like 11 o'clock. What I did was got my stuff ready. Shoes, pants, put my coat on. And when I put my coat on, started unlocking. And a group of girls was leaving. I said, let me wait it out, because they're going to try to say something to me. I'm not going to jail for these bitches. They get new cars and shit. Just look at her car from when I first got here to her car now. I don't even see her car now, but I bet you it'll change. Because if she didn't move, she's going to buy a new car. That's one thing black and Puerto Ricans do is they're going to upgrade their house and their vehicles. They're not going to invest. Some people move with their money, and some people, see what I said in Virginia, they all got new cars. Every last one of them got a new car at the same time. On some real shit. And I said, every last one of them, and I could say within 1 or 2, not even 3 months, it's easy to get them plates ran. Easy. And they was trying to figure out how I knew so much information. I said, you sitting there, everybody got Crystal got a new car. Jordan got a new car. Lopez got a new car. Marion got a new car. Key Davis got a new car. They all got a new car at the same time. I said, that's odd. Run these plates for me real quick. Now, what kind of money they came in so they could buy them a brand new car? Fed money. They get paid for what these gangstalkers get paid for what they do. Now, take a look at when I first got here. Look at these people's vehicles. Their kids is young, so it's going to be easy. And look at their vehicles now. The guy on the first floor that was asking me about Frederick Douglass. Do I know anything about Harlem? And I kindly told him to get the fuck away from me. He went from an old school Infinity, which was nice. I liked it because it was a throwback. It was nice. I loved it. It was nice. And he kept it mad clean. Old school Infinity. That shit was a throwback. He should have kept that. To a brand new truck and his wife's car truck. Where all this money coming in there? Somebody died? No, they're getting paid to do what they do. They get paid. They get paid. They get paid. I've been doing this for 12 years. They get paid to do what they do. You're going to see a big change in people. When anybody trying to make it look like it's me, let them make it look like it's me, or I'm helping them out. Because I'm not touching nobody and I'm not saying anything directly to anybody. So you're going to see a YouTube video up on my page where the police was called. I called the police because this motherfucker said he was going to call the police on me because there's a piece of paper on the floor. And I said, well, motherfucker, I called him for you. And then on top of that, he dropped his paper next to my door, so it looked like a lot. And I picked up the papers to open it. I said, wait a minute, how did this get here? This is yours. That's not no, it is the case. So they have it out against me. Ever since I went to the precinct and got arrested for them, they're going to keep calling on me. If I breathe, they're going to call. If I shit, they're going to call. It's the cops that's calling too. You had this, yes, she's a bitch and that's her name. She was suavemente all weekend, from Friday to Sunday. Her niggas was at my house. You can do what you want to do, like I said, but don't have your niggas knocking on my door. It ain't about the music. It's about her niggas knocking on my door. It's about her kids knocking on my door. It's about what they were saying outside my door, so they wanted it. You think I didn't see that? You gotta understand, I think outside the box. She wants to be my enemy, so she could end up with the police. So I can say, fuck that bitch. And the police could say, we know who you're talking about. Well, then go get them. And that's how they get their witnesses. And that's how they get their witnesses, boo. They set the stage to where they got people attacking. And then you say something back. Now all of a sudden, they figure out who you're talking about. And then they run and say, well, she said this about him. And then they end up. But anyway, I see. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how they looking in my window. When I go to get up off my couch, as soon as I go to lift up, they come running out their door. So am I lifting up off my couch? And then they come running out? Or when they come running out, do I stand up? And that's the way the psychologist, dog to a whistle. Because once you get that combination going, you could be either or. And the feds is good at what they do. No matter what they say, no matter what they do, I stay away from them people. On Tuesday, you know why they marked my door yesterday for Tuesday? They marked it for last Tuesday. I was laying on my couch, minding my business. I was just sleeping and shit. Minding my business. And I happened to get up and go in my kitchen, and 1920 is occupied, and my building is occupied. And I said, something is wrong. Something is deadly wrong. You know, something is wrong. Go outside, leave. Because they up to something. Because they edited it. They audio shop it. And I leave through the back way. I left through the back. When I come back, nobody's in the front. But some Spanish guys. And you're going to see me talking into my phone. I go inside the building. She's getting out the elevator. I didn't even look at that bitch. I go back down to get some ice cream. As soon as I walk out the building, she stands up. They pay her no mind. Booking for trouble, you know. Then I come back, and there was some guys that was trying to hold the door for me. Like I said, I don't hold the door for me, and I ain't going in the building with you. And I looked at the intercom. I'm not going in the building with nobody, especially no men. And that was the end of that. And then the other one is over there, screw face. So they're lying. I got to be real careful when I'm in my house and they zooming in my window. And I said this already. They'll knock on the door, curse you out to go downstairs and wait for you to say something about them. Stop at 5, it's over. I know all they moves. They're putting all this on one person to do something. Call the police. If I did anything to you, call the police. What you sitting there holding it for? But I gotta go. You know, I got people sitting next to me. You know, I'm on the phone. I'm crazy. I'm this. I'm that. I have this headpiece on for about 2 weeks now when I come outside because I'm taking out my hair. And it's taking me a long time to take it out, and I'm not rushing. But just look at these gang stalkers around me. It's what it is. You know, half of them is trying to record what I say. I ain't saying nothing special, but whatever they feel like they need to do, let them do it. What they also doing is they're trying to set me up for my pain, my hurt. Trying to make it look like I'm going to do something to me. You know, that's their goal. I'm not even with it. I'm not going to never do nothing to me. And that's why they keep trying to rob my door. Every time I 311, they sit there and you're going to see them within the next day or two have some security at my door like I did something. Don't pay them no mind. I put a video up on YouTube of kids with a scene. They use kids. The last time I was at this park, they had kids run up to me. Do I have $1 for some candy? Now, mind you, it was $1 all day that day. Now, mind you, I went down the street and a guy ran up on me at the bus. Give me $1. Give me $1. I said, get the fuck out of my face. Then he went to the lady. She told him the same thing. Then I went to the store. She acting like she ain't got $1, but she can give out 50. I ignored them. Then I sat down at the park. And then they had the kids run up on me. Miss, you got $1 for some candy? So you got to understand, what if my attitude would have been in the wrong way because I know the motive behind it? What if I would have snapped at them babies? Then they would have said, look, she's erratic and she's crazy. How are you catching everything I do if you're not investigating me? Well, anyway, I'm being recorded by this gentleman. You know, gang stalkers. But anyway, I'm off this nastiness, and that's what's happening in my house. So, like I said, you're going to see me looking out the window yesterday to the scene. You screaming outside. What you screaming for? We doing a naked thing. Didn't they do that at the library already? Didn't we do that shit already? And I said, where's she at? I want to see her tits. I didn't want to see her tits. I just want to see who's. But I said, how you inside the library and you come out? Who told you? Well, the lady told me in there. How she know? Then a bitch comes out. I said, didn't you just come in there? I said, man, she's a fucking cop. And the security guard was like, I said, come on, get the fuck out of here. I said, if she want to sit there and go outside like that, then let the law handle it. They don't complain when the Puerto Ricans do it. And they damn sure don't complain when white people downtown do it. I said, so she's outside. Well, then you know what? Leave her or lock her ass up. Either way, it's